The rising tide of transnational crime is one of the most serious security issues facing the Pacific Islands region. In 2018, leaders endorsed the Boyd Declaration prioritizing transnational organized crime as an integral component of the expanded concept of security. That same year, the Oceania Customs Organization, Pacific Immigration Development Community, and Pacific Islands Chiefs of Police signed a declaration of partnership. Together, the organizations represent over 60 national Pacific Islands law enforcement agencies. In 2019, the Secretariats of the Regional Law Enforcement Organizations asked the Australia Pacific Security College to help them build a multi-agency exercise. Their vision was to improve law enforcement cooperation by demonstrating the complexity of transnational crime challenges to police, customs, and immigration agencies in Fiji, Samoa, and the Solomon Islands. The request for the multi-agency exercise across jurisdictions formed the first activity under the Declaration of Partnership.
As part of the ongoing partnership, the three organisations, with the support of the Australia Pacific Security College, participated in 3 virtual workshops in the Pacific Islands of Fiji, Solomon Islands and Samoa. This activity was designed to operationalise this high-level agreement. The Australia Pacific Security College designed and developed case studies based on real-life security challenges. This supported national efforts to develop and strengthen inter-agency cooperation between police, customs and immigration. It also assisted in promoting better understanding and appreciation of each party's role and function for enhancing closer cooperation.
What I was after was an outcome that demonstrated the Boyd Declaration was alive and well, and that multi-agency cooperation at a national border was able to function quite well, but extending that into a multinational cooperation. And I think with this exercise, we clearly saw that evolve. The intelligence flows had to go through the Police Transnational Crime Unit in Samoa because that's how it would work in the real world. We certainly saw that agencies identified their own areas that they needed to improve on and link in with other agencies to make it work a lot better. And from this exercise, I believe that the Boyd Declaration is alive and well and can only go from strength to strength.
The Pacific Immigration Development Community, or PIDC as we are known, is a regional organization made up of 21 immigration agencies from the Pacific Island countries and territories. One of the key areas of work for PIDC is strengthening border security and combating transnational crime. An essential part of these operations is ensuring that we work with various law enforcement agencies and collaborate and coordinate to ensure that we can effectively combat criminal networks. The multi-agency tabletop exercise provided a valuable opportunity for our agencies to practice coordinating efforts across several jurisdictions. This scenario was actually realistic in how transnational crimes are both committed in the region and how they can be effectively combated. PIDC welcomes the learnings from this exercise for each of the countries that were involved and will definitely continue to look to partner up in future exercises going forward.
The exercise was conducted on 25th February and 4th March 2021. Each country nominated a task force of representatives from key national arms of law enforcement, which were police, customs, and immigration, including a representative from the National Transnational Crime Unit. The exercise scenario addressed the intersections between trafficking of illicit goods, irregular border crossings, smuggling of migrants, and trafficking in persons. Themes included aspects of financial crime, money laundering, and identity fraud. National task forces presented findings and recommendations during the group sessions at the end of each day. These included a number of substantive recommendations for change. The impacts of the exercise have been striking, with changed practices at national levels, innovative partnerships, and sharing of skills. The exercise showed us that even with travel restrictions from the COVID-19 pandemic, cross-border and cross-agency exercises are both possible and desirable. Securing the Pacific from a rising threat of transnational crime is a crucial responsibility for law enforcement authorities. The Australia Pacific Security College was honoured to design the first activity under Regional Law Enforcement's Declaration of Partnership.